Hi guys, this is part 3 of Python Pandas. In this session, we are going to talk about how we can read the data from different files format. So you can see here we have CSV, Excel, text, JSON, table data, and so on in different files. To watch this session, I will recommend to watch the part 2 of Python Pandas. In that session, we have seen how we can create the series and data frame from different data structures. Fine. So guys, look at this folder, which names files. You can see here, I have different files with different types. Okay. So we will see how we can read this kind of data using the Python programming. So guys, let's go to the Jupyter notebook to read these files. So guys, first of all, let me import the library of pandas and OS module. So simple import pandas as PD and OS. Now let me show you all the files. So this is the current working directory. So os.listdir. Let me use the print. So guys, these are the files. So guys, first of all, let me tell you how we can read the data from the CSV file, which is auto dataset. So I'm going to take a variable which is df equal to pd.read CSV. And here you can supply the file name, which is autodataset.csv. Fine. Now I'm going to tell you the type of this variable. So this is nothing. This is data frame. Fine. Now let me show you the data from the CSV. So we can use df.head. So guys, what does this head? So head will give you the top 5 rows. Okay. So you can see here. So it is showing only the top 5 rows. Fine. In case you want to more rows, then you can supply that particular number. Fine. So now let me show you the doc string of read CSV. So how we can check? So simple pd.read CSV, and you can press question mark, then you can hit the enter. So guys, these are the signature, or you can say that these are the parameter lists from the read CSV. Okay. So you can read this particular doc string that will help you a lot in terms of understanding the functionalities of read CSV. Fine. So let's say I'm giving you example in case I don't want to header. Okay. From this file, I don't want to header. Then what can I do? So let me copy this. And here I can use header equal to none. Now let me use df.head. So you can see here, there is no header from the CSV file. And now in case, let's say you want to skip some rows, then you can skip the some rows as well. So you can use here skip rows equal to whatever the number you can provide here. Let's say I'm going to supply 3 here. So here I'm going to skipping first 3 rows. Okay. So these concepts you need to remember while you are reading the CSV. Fine. Now in the same way, we can read the data from different format. Let's say I want to read the data from the JSON. So let me check here. So here I have the data in the form of iris. So what we can do, simple, we can use here pd.read JSON. And here you can supply the file name, which is iris, and hit the tab. Then you can read the JSON data. Fine. So guys, really to read the data in Python programming is very easy as compare of other programming language. So guys, in the same way, you can read the data from the sys. What need to do is simple. You need to write here pd.read sys, and here you can supply the file name. So my file name is clothes. Now you can see the data. So guys, you can also read the data from the web application. Okay, so how we can do that? For an example, let's say I want to read the data from Wikipedia. Okay, so how we can read the data from the Wikipedia? Using the read HTML. So let me go to the Google, President of the United States. So guys, this is the Wikipedia page from the President of United States. So what I'm doing, I'm going to copy the URL, and here I'm going to supply, let's say table equal to pd.read HTML. And here I'm going to provide that particular path. Now from this Wikipedia page, let's say I want to read the some specific information, then how can I read? So for an example, let's say I want to read this particular table. Okay, so simple, you can copy this particular text, which is presidential pay history. And here you can supply the match, and you can pass that particular copy string, this one. Now let me hit the shift and enter. Now table. So guys, you can see that I have read the data in the form of table. So guys, you can see here this data in the form of list. So I'm going to access the first of element, which is table, which is 0. Now this is the particular salary from the United States. So guys, this is like very elegant features to read the data from the web using the read HTML. So let's take another example to read the data using the HTML. So here I'm going to find the information of election in India. So let me go to here. Now let me copy this particular path. And once again, let's say election equal to pd.read HTML. And here you can supply the particular path. Fine. From this page, I want to find some specific information. Fine. Let's say I want this particular table. Okay. So how can I do that? Simple. Let me copy this particular string, which is Lok Sabha election. And here you can supply that particular string within the match. So match equal to, you can paste here, and let me run shift and enter. Now let me print the election. So guys, this is the data. Okay. So once again, the data is showing in the form of list data structure. So you can do one thing. You can use election and see. So this is the particular data, right? So here, once you check the type of election, right? So this is type of election. So it is showing the list. But if you are checking the type of this election of 0, so it will showing the data frame. So these concepts you need to remember. Okay. So here election and 0, the data is showing in the form of data frame. Fine. Rows and column and our index. So guys, I hope you understood the concept, how we can read the data from the web using the read HTML. And now let me show you how we can read the data from SPSS. So simple, we can use here pd.read SPSS, and here you can supply that particular file, which is this one. Now let me hit the shift and enter. So simple, you can read the data from the SPSS. And guys, in the same way, we can use the concept of read table. So what we can do, let's say I want to read some CSV in the form of table. So how we can use, so pd.read table, and here I can supply autodataset.csv. Simple, fine. So I'm reading this data in the form of table format, and here you can supply the separator, which is, let's say, comma, because I am reading this CSV file, which is comma separated value. So here I can supply the comma for the separator. So you can see that. So you can read the data from the CSV using the read table as well, and from the read CSV as well. So these things you need to remember while you are reading the data from the CSV. And in the same way, which is pd.read table, this extension, which is .base, you can also read that using the read table. I will give you these file links in the description. So from the description, you can download this particular files, fine, so that you can easily practice. Now let me explore some other concept to read the data. So guys, in some cases, let's say you want to work on the text files or some notepad files. So how you can read those files? So we can read those files using the read CSV. So now I'm going to take a variable which is df equal to pd.read.csv, and here you can supply that particular file, which is insurance.txt. Now df.hat. Fine. Now let me show you other concept, which is data FWF. What is the FWF? So FWF is nothing, is a fixed width format. Okay. So for an example, let's say I want to read the data from the text files in the specific fixed width format. So how we can do that? So pd.read FWF, and here I'm using test.txt, and here you can supply the width. So as of now, I'm not supplying any width. So let me show you the data FWF. So this is the particular data. In case, let's say you want to supply some kind of width. So yes, here you can supply the specific widths. So here I'm using the widths, and in the list, let's say I'm going to provide some character, which is 9 and 19 character I want for the title, and for the salary I want, let's say, 6 characters. So you can see that. Okay. So you can count the, let's say, these particular names. And for the title character, you can also, it could be anything, right? So I already know, let's say, how many characters I have in the titles. And for the salary, we have only the 6 characters. Fine. And guys, you can also read the data from the Excel spreadsheet. So how you can read the data from the Excel? So simple, you can use the same concept, which is pd.read, and here you can supply the Excel. And I want to read the data from the, let's say, order.xlsx, and here you can pass the .xlsx and .xls. Now let me read the data from the that particular spreadsheet. So guys, you can see that this is the data. Fine. So simple, you need to remember this concept, read Excel. So guys, this is pretty easy to read the data from the Excel using the Python programming or using the pandas. And guys, the last important concept I'm telling you how you can read the data from the clipboard. So for an example, let me go to this particular files folder, and here I'm going to open any of the files. Let's say I want to open this auto dataset. From here, let's say I'm going to copy this particular information. Let me copy here. And in the pandas, you can use the concept to read the data from the clipboard, which is pd.read clipboard. So you can see that you can read the data from the clipboard also. What need to do is simple, you need to copy this data and you can hit the command, which is read clipboard. So guys, this is just like a magic, right? So guys, I will repeat myself once again. To read the data using the Python pandas is very easy as compare of other programming language. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this session a lot. You can practice of this session as much as you can. I will give you these particular files in the description below. In the next episode, we will learn the data frames operation. Meanwhile, keep practice as much as you can. So guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.